Hello, and welcome to the Podbless podcast with three dads who are involved in church ministry where one is a full-time minister, the other is a volunteer, and one is a veteran of both.
This podcast will deal with the interaction between our faith and our day-to-day lives.
With a few fun segments in between.
I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
And this is Podbless.
Hello. Hey. Wop, 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 wop.
Hola.
You got all the buttons?
We're good.
Hey, there's
Hey. Whoa.
What's up?
Wee. I'm on a roller coaster of emotions.
I forget how to get to
in a glass case.
You forget how to get to
the
beginning of the show?
messages. Yeah.
Oh,
Joey, we need to put out a missing persons report on Joey.
what do we click on, Seth? You know what to click on.
I don't. No, I've never actually done it.
It's either down there on the bottom left. Sorry, everybody. We're figuring this stuff out again. Look up top. I think it should be up top.
Just highlight over those, and they should tell you what they do.
That was last week's there.
Also might be at the bottom or somewhere in the middle.
I'm sure it's somewhere on that
It's
screen.
usually off to the right.
Maybe it's because
Maybe to the left.
Nope, it's not over there.
To the left. To the left.
Well, Poopy, we want to see the live comments.
Well, you guys talk. I'll figure it out.
It is.
Chris
a crowd
Jackson
tonight.
says, "What a crowd tonight!" Oh, you got it. Everybody's reading it.
We got it.
I'm jumping in here like
I
nobody.
got
No, you're
YouTube
good.
comments. There's
Oh.
no one else watching on YouTube so far.
Say hi. Say hi on YouTube.
Hey.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, but you just keep looking around there. How's everybody's week going? Zach, we have a guest in the studio. Our good friend Zach Osborne in the red shirt over there, in the red corner. How you doing, Zach?
Pretty good. Not working this week. So
Scoot up on that mic a little bit there, bud.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You gotta eat that thing.
you can
My
scoot
bad.
up. Yeah, you got plenty of space in that camera
I'll
angle there.
explore the space.
But yeah. Thanks for coming up. Zach came up to visit with the family, and he's been hanging out at my house all day, helping me raise my children, and that was fun.
Sorry for the setback.
Well, you know, we'll reset the programming on them. Hey, Brittany.
There it is.
No.
Oh, we got it. We can see the comments now.
Boom.
Rough
Brittany,
week.
oh, rough week.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have spit out all these seeds. I'm making a lot of racket there. Yeah, rough week. We did have a lot of not cool things going on. Weather's not been good too. It's been just kind of a gloomy week, but
On the bright side, Joey's not here.
yay! Another womp 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 womp. Just kidding. If you're watching, Joey, comment in.
Did Joey come back?
I'm not driving around a bunch of teenagers, and yeah, good job, Chris. Glad you're not driving teenagers around.
Yeah. Especially while you're typing.
Yeah.
That would be tough.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't have live stuff when I did youth work. I'd probably be like watching live stuff all the time, watching live podcasts as I'm driving people around.
You'd be doing a podcast while you're driving.
Yeah, in the big blue turd. That's what we called our blue van that we had. But
It basically is a sunflower seed commercial.
all the time. I
That's
almost
our
bought, listen, I was on Amazon. They have a $40 pack of Big's sunflower seeds of every flavor. It's just a big giant variety pack of every flavor they make. And I almost bought it just to like put it up in the corner and be like, what flavor are we doing this week? Well, I'm feeling a little dill pickle.
Those are gross.
They're really
Yeah.
good. I don't know what
Ugh.
you say.
No, the
I-
deal's not.
I had flaming hot sunflower seeds this week.
Ooh, now that sounds gross.
No,
Sounds
they're
like
really
diarrhea.
good.
Biggs used to make a like a smoky bacon.
Hey, my
flavor,
wife commented.
and it was my favorite flavor.
He's got him right there.
Like that?
You want a little bit?
No,
We want him over. What did my wife say?
The packages.
This looks like a David Sunflower Seeds commercial. Oh, that's where you read that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I have horrible eyesight.
You need to find
Oh,
a Kelly place where getting you can just
glasses.
buy the kilo.
I should
or
go
something.
see a doctor about my eyes.
Should move the TV from 3 feet to 2 feet away
Yeah,
from
if
you.
I had it right up against my face, it'd be better.
Chris Jackson, there. Go ahead, Jenna.
There is 15 Facebook watchers, ... This is the most I've seen.
Hey, Joey, sorry.
Yep.
I think this is a common denominator. We even started late, too, and they're still watching.
So
Go
I
Figs.
came back, so it wasn't me. So, yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one?
I don't know. It did bring a lot more on, I guess. They saw that smooth cut you got going there.
Yeah,
Haircut.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice.
I had to.
I'm jealous.
I was getting tired of the shagginess.
I got a haircut today, too. Got the lady's leg razor out. Cropped it up a little bit.
Do you guys remember when I shaved my head because I was going bald?
Yeah.
Look at this now. Look at this.
Yeah.
not bald.
Full head of hair.
I'm gonna see how far I can go before it just drives me absolutely insane.
I did that when I was first balding. Like when I was getting a thin spot on the back,
It's probably just alopecia.
I grew it out, and then I would see pictures. Alopecia.
Jo-
Good reference.
Really, that one in.
Josh is gonna get up and slap him.
No, Seth. It'll be Seth. Yeah.
Keep your name, or my friend's name, out of your mouth.
Josh Williams just smacked the crap out of me.
That's so last week. Exactly last week. Like it happened a week ago.
Which is crazy.
Oh, Jenna. Oh, you're saying something to somebody else. I thought somebody said.
No, Alyssa said hi to me.
Gotcha.
So
I'm not reading. I shouldn't. I'm not going to comment about comments. You guys let me know when something
No,
good
keep doing
happens.
it. You're doing a great job.
We got a lot of people. We got a lot of things to talk about. So what subject do we want to go into first?
Let's hit
You,
it.
you still got the game on in the background? Jeez, Brett.
It's on mute. It's opening day, Josh.
Are you
Priorities,
not a
man.
baseball fan?
Right.
No, I'm not an anything fan.
What are you talking about? You love sports ball.
He loves. Hey, they eat sunflower seeds in baseball. I'm going with the theme
That's
here.
very
They're
true.
scoring lots of points.
Exactly.
Like 4. It's baseball. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, wow. And you guys talk about soccer being bad?
Yeah, at least it doesn't end in a tie.
Oh.
Anyway, whose topic we want to go with first?
We're going with Josh. Here we
Oh
go.
crap!
Ready to get your ear holes blessed? Take it away, Josh.
I'm always glad to get to start off the show. So Zach came up today and we were spitballing some ideas, and we were really thinking Joey was going to be here. He didn't let us know until we got here that he wasn't coming. Well, I guess Brett and them probably knew. You guys workish with him and stuff. But anyway, so me and Zach were going to have topics that really would irk Joey. So Joey, if you're listening out there, I hope you get a little irk from what we have to share. No, it's just Chris Jackson. Joe is a bum. Yeah, that's true. You're a bum, Joey. You're a bum. So Zach and I were throwing around some ideas of what we want to talk about for a topic, and this is kind of what we come up with. Top 5. Now, this is, you listen because you guys are going to have to share what you think they are, and then I'm going to tell you what they are. Top 5 non-venomous, most dangerous animals under 50 pounds.
Under
50 pounds.
not venomous.
Non-venomous?
Does poisonous count?
No.
That's exactly what venomous means.
It's not.
That's the exact
They
definition.
are definitely different things, but okay.
Close
No
enough.
poison involved, just sheer veracity.
Like the Amazon tree frogs, those are poisonous. You can't touch them even.
Okay.
Like
okay.
snakes have to bite
I retract my statement.
So no venom or poison, okay?
Okay.
You ruined the title.
I'm just clarifying.
No, that's good. Yeah, we don't
Because like I
have Joey
said,
here.
like a poison dart frog, you can't even touch them,
Yeah.
or you will die. They're.
But the people from the jungle used to get them and make poison darts out of them, stuff, right?
And you can get
That's what they
really
say.
high. I think.
Ace Ventura. That's the toad you lick. But anyway, so top 5 non-venomous or poisonous most dangerous animals under 50 pounds. Does anybody have a clue of who they want to go with first, or what animal they want to say first? Just anybody. No-
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Squirrels are
Feisty.
they're ferocious.
Yeah, they cause a lot
Honey
of car
badger.
accidents.
They do cause a lot of car accidents.
I don't know.
I'm thinking a cornered raccoon, man.
A honey
You
badger.
get one of those things in the corner, they'll gnaw your face off.
Honey badger is a great. That's a great.
It's probably
reference.
not
Honey
on the
badgers?
list, but it deserves to be. Like
Honey
because I
badgers
think
are bad
because
to
I
bone.
think the list goes like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Yeah.
then we just knew the honey badger was above the list already. So
Right.
I think it's it made the list.
He needs to be on there. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Oh, Jerry the honey bear.
Legos count.
Legos,
Oh,
yeah,
Legos
they
should
do.
definitely count.
Oh, yeah. You step on one of those, you're going back a few years. That's for sure. Gonna have to lose your salvation for sure.
I'm thinking French poodles.
French poodles, they're big.
No, the little ones.
No, those are like teacups or something. But the French
Miniature
poodles are
French
actually pretty
poodles.
big dogs.
Miniature French
Trying
poodles.
There you go.
I'm trying to think of how much like a hyena weighs.
A lot
Hyenas.
more than 50 pounds.
Those are more of a pack animal scariness. Like
Yeah.
those are more
Yeah.
vicious as a pack.
I mean, lions are afraid of those.
Lions.
They're afraid of
Oh,
hyenas.
yeah, the packs.
According to the Lion King.
I bet
Mostly-
hyenas
That's
around
your
50,
research
I
on that
bet.
one?
No.
No.
Mostly because they just eat you
Watched
from the
a
back
lot of
end
Animal
first.
Planet growing up.
We didn't have cable, but we had Animal Planet. It was weird.
Shoot, never mind. Okay. Hyenas, a male hyena can be like 100 to
Yeah.
140 pounds.
I was just thinking, yeah, under 50 pounds.
Okay,
that's
yeah,
pretty big.
I didn't think they'd get that big.
Look up the honey badger, how big they get, because they're
I
pretty
thought-
big, but I don't
thought
think
they
they're
were
over.
like 25.
No,
Yeah.
they're pretty small.
They're not over 50. They can't be.
I hear they don't care though.
They don't
They
care.
don't.
That's what I hear.
Oh, honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't care. That's a classic.
Yeah, male 20 to 35 pounds.
Yeah.
That's pretty close, but it's right up there. Yeah, it is on the list, by the way, just to let you know.
Ooh, yes. Let's go.
So that's the only ones you guys get. You said a cornered raccoon.
A cornered raccoon, but it probably didn't make the list.
Maybe like a python.
How about a water like anything in the water? Would that
Crocodile.
crocodile?
They're
I was
big.
thinking
They get
fish,
big.
Like
like
a
some
tame-
fish
Yeah,
with teeth.
I'm thinking something that swims. Maybe
Most
Maybe like
fish
a
will.
giant otter.
electric eel.
Ooh, otters get heavy though, dude.
Yeah.
Otters
yeah, I
get
don't think they
big.
get quite 50 pounds.
Beavers are scary, but now they get way over.
I'm thinking
50.
some type of constrictor snake has to be on this list.
But they just grow,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
There's
those
no
are big,
stopping.
too.
They grow and grow. Have you not seen the movie Anaconda with Ice T? Or is it
That's
Ice Cube?
That's a documentary.
It's Ice T.
Documentary. Document. I
Ice
can't even
Cube.
say the word
Ice
now.
Cube. Yeah. Documentary.
Documentary.
Touray. But yeah, you think about that. I mean, you think above 50 pounds, there's a ton of animals that Joey could beat up. But anything under 50
Like
pounds.
a lion.
Like a lion, yeah.
A raptor bird on there at all?
Yeah, we do have
Ooh.
we do have a raptor bird on there.
Your brother said a weasel, and your mom said
Jelly.
jellyfish.
Jellyfishes are kind of poisonous, though. They have the sting. That's why they're dangerous. So technically, you weren't listening. It's okay. Now, weasel. Now, this is coming from a fellow who's a trapper. Philip is a trapper from way back, and he's the one that showed me how crazy beavers can get. And beavers are scary, boys.
Got some teeth.
I feel like a weasel tore him up at one point or something. He's having flashbacks from it.
It was a dozen crazed weasels.
Everybody has their Vietnam.
Weasel stomping day.
Yeah, there you go, Weird Al Yankovic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. We have Zach here for saying that. Me and him are big Weird Al go backers. We saw him live a few years back.
Well, that was Brad that said that.
Well, he said that, but I'm saying it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
good
yeah.
that we
It's a
shared it
reference.
with you in here. So anyway, yeah, to get back on topic, sorry about that. But yeah, top 5 non-venomous, most dangerous animals under 50 pounds. Everybody's giving their ideas. Weasel did not make the list, but it is a fair, good mention, an honorable mention, I
Your
will
mom
say.
loves you, Josh.
I love you too, Mom. Sorry to call you out about not listening to the show about the jellyfish thing.
Gosh,
love
Mom.
Gosh, leave me alone. I'm hanging out with my friends. Gee, you should be in bed.
Bring the cheesy boost.
Make the
It's Mountain Dew, please.
Platypus.
platypus.
Yeah.
No, platypus isn't as scary. That's in the beaver
Also, the
family.
male is poisonous.
I was gonna say I thought they were poisonous.
That is a thing that's
the
out there.
hind claws of the male are poisonous.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically venomous.
So what kind of bird is it? Like I mean, I'm guessing it's not an eagle,
Well,
but it's a
a harpy eagle.
harpy eagle.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to look that up on a screen anywhere if you don't want to chance that by messing up the other stuff. But a harp,
They catch monkeys and fly off with them. So
yeah, harpy. But they get pretty big though, so we got to make sure they don't get
Can you
over 50
spell
pounds.
that?
It's just
No.
exactly that.
Not H-E-R, H-A-R.
The females get bigger than the males. The biggest male weight is about the smallest female weight.
What is that
So
weight?
13 to 20 pounds for the female.
Boom. Very scary.
it's a big old bird.
They get an ugly looking face too.
They are quite scary looking.
Yeah, that's a part of being dangerous is their ugly face. It's kind of got that dinosaur like flipping up its back fins, going kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
When they look at you straight on, it's intimidating. There's one.
Yeah, you're like,
up
does that
there
bird
like
have
that.
horns? Is this a demon? We've been talking about a lot of
It's
demons
staring
tonight.
through you.
Yeah, it's a little scary. So the harpy eagle is on this list.
Look at that one right there.
That one looks huge. I think it's a camera angle though.
Yeah. Perspective.
If it was that big, it would be over 50 pounds. But they have hollow bones, so that's how they can fly. So they are a little bit lighter. I don't know, but you got to shoot a turkey in the head. You can't shoot it in the body. I mean, their bodies are light, but their feathers are very protective. Anyway, a
Thank
harpy
goodness
eagle.
that's not a turkey.
Right. But now, as you were saying, the honey badger, very scary animal. Doesn't get super huge, but man, they are, as I was saying before, ferocious. They are very terrifying. They can rip open. What was it we were saying? Oh, no, that was the
That's
wolverine.
the Wolverine.
The Wolverine is also on this list. Same.
Okay, I thought they were too big to be on the list.
Generally. Let's see.
The
Look up.
biggest they get is right around 50
I knew they
Yeah.
were bigger than honey badgers.
Right.
And but I
Well-
saw a Wolverine fight in the Grand Tetons live. It was kind of wild.
Ooh.
And both of those are like I think like kind of technically in the weasel family. So
Rosemary says demon birds are geese.
So Wolverine's 20 to 55 pounds.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's right at the
That's-
limit.
Yeah.
it's most of
It
it.
can
He's-
cut
he's
weight.
fighting-
It can
yeah.
cut weight for the fight, I guess.
Right.
But what were we talking about before, Zach?
Oh, there was like a story about one that broke into a polar bear enclosure
Yeah.
and killed the polar bear.
Yeah, that's a Wolverine for you.
That's
Jumped
Joey.
Bit its throat.
The Wolverine is the
Self-image.
Joey of small animals. Yeah, Joey, I wish you were here to take up for yourself, or
Very
at least
wiry.
say something. But yeah, the Wolverine and the honey badger are very close,
Okay.
but like I said, the honey badger is a little bit smaller. But just,
But
I
they're more
mean,
aggressive though.
yeah, just so mean. They don't care.
Honey badger's hide is like super thick, so that's why it can do all the things. Like it can get bit by snakes and like a venomous snake, and it just has to go take a nap.
Yeah.
And then it
Well, and that's the
sleeps
same
the
way
venom off.
with what Ricky Tikki Tavi was that a mongoose.
I don't know what word you just used.
It's from the book Ricky Tikki Tavi. It's about a mongoose, but mongoose fight vipers in the desert and stuff like that. Didn't make my list, but at the same time, very honorable mention. Same thing with the honey badger; they can be bit with a venomous snake and still keep coming at it. Rats, just straight up rats. Old river rats from Ohio, man.
Yeah.
They're carnivorous, man. They're not.
Well, they spread so much disease too.
Well, yeah, over history, if you just look back, it's like the cockroach of mammals. But they're always around. They spread disease.
Cockroach of man.
Mammals.
Yeah, I mean,
I know some people I would give that title to.
I went to high school with them.
I remember that guy. But yeah, they rats are really terrifying. They can get huge now. I've never seen one of
rats get big.
They get monstrous.
Well, like,
So-
have you seen that Netflix series where they're like taking small dogs and hunting rats in like New York and stuff?
Oh, because it's it's
Because
out of
there's
hand
like
right now.
so huge swarms of them. I mean, if like 1,000 rats come after you, you're done for.
Brittany loved Ricky Tikki Tavi. See, somebody knows what I'm talking
Somebody
about.
knows it.
Right?
Sounds like magic words.
Sounds like
to
it
me.
should be on that list that we were talking about
I
earlier.
think they use that spell on Harry Potter.
The boy who no, sorry, that's a meme right now. But this is a fair list right here. Now, this isn't part of my list. This is a part of the thing that Zach came up with, and we're not going to say it's venomous. We're not going to say it's poisonous. But the mosquito, one of the most vicious little things that could ever happen. I don't know if you've heard about a little thing called malaria.
No, I live in America.
Oh gosh, here we go again. But anyway, mosquitoes are
My freedom protects me from malaria. Thank you, American flag.
the whip and wave of it blowing in the wind has whipped away all the mosquitoes in my area. But yeah, mosquitoes and just what they do. Bloodsuckers at that. The insect of vampires.
Fun fact: only the females suck
Vampire.
blood.
Huh.
I think I
did.
read that. That might be true.
Yeah, we'll go
I
with
believe
it.
it is.
You said it very confidently, so we're going to go
That's
with
the
it.
secret.
Aren't all females bloodsuckers? I'm just teasing.
Whoa.
We weren't going to go
Jenna,
there.
smack him.
No, don't hit him. You're on camera. It'll be documented. But anyway, so yeah, this is just a little rundown of what we were talking about of 50 pounds or under, non-venomous, most dangerous animals and or insects that we can think of. But yeah, that's just a little list that we threw together that we thought it would be a little bit fun. Hope you enjoyed that. Who's going to go next? Dear Lord, please save the show. Seth, do you want to go next, or we want? Yeah,
Here we go.
you don't have anything, do you, Brad?
No, I'm good.
Okay, let's play Seth's music.
I don't think this is the music, bro.
I like it though. I think this
It
will
is
go well.
now.
Wrong button.
No, that was definitely the music.
I don't.
Is this the new one or the old one? Are the birds outside chirping or simply talking in binary? It's the new one. Is your goldfish plotting to kill you? Tonight at 11.
Yeah.
But for now, let's shoot on over to Seth. We updated your intro, man.
Oh, I
We
forgot
did. That's
the
the
eagle
first time
doesn't count because birds aren't real.
They aren't.
They're all robots, that's right.
Noah would be proud of him.
Take it away, Seth.
So today, this is a religious podcast. So I'm going to talk about what are our roles. What's our calling?
Gross. No,
No,
I'm just kidding.
it's got a twist.
These stinking classes. Ugh.
I like to go with the paladin.
No, it's not that serious. Oh, cut out. Thanks, Brett.
What?
I cut out for a second in my
Oh,
whatever.
Probably just your headphones.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Sorry.
So no, it's gonna have a little bit of a twist. It's kind of funny.
What's a twist?
So roles from God, like what is our calling? We all are put on the earth to do a specific thing, and sometimes we don't exactly know what we're supposed to do, and then when we do, we don't know what that can lead to. Like you can minister to someone, and it could change the world. Kind of like this guy, Edwin Stevens. He I forgot where he was from. He's a Protestant missionary who felt like he was called to China. He was an American, and he went to China, and he started to adapt to the culture and learn the language and everything, and started to minister. And all of a sudden, one day this young boy comes up to you named Hong. I can't say his last name, but his first name's Hong.
Kong?
Attempted.
Yeah.
Attempted.
However you say it, Jiwan, something like that. Xiuquan is his last name.
I'll go with what you
Yep,
said.
that checks out.
No, I believe you.
Yeah. So this man gets converted to Christianity, and he dives deeper into the faith. He wants to start studying. He gets deep into the Word and commits himself to it.
Okay.
And then after lots of study and commitment, he starts to believe that he is Jesus Christ's younger brother himself. He is actually holy. God put him on the earth. Basically the same reasons, just about.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
where this is
yeah.
going.
Yeah,
Keep on.
He literally believes and proclaimed that he was the younger brother of Jesus Christ.
Man.
Going around, and so this is in China.
Remind me to add something after this. Go ahead.
You thinking of the song too?
No.
Oh.
So, China obviously has always been ruled by a bunch of dynasties throughout most of its history, and they basically have hated everything that goes against their culture. So this guy wanting to spread Christianity obviously didn't went against the culture, so they had to start a rebellion, and so this guy leads a group of people, his followers, into a rebellion against the
Government or the
Qing dynasty, King
Oh yeah,
Qing dynasty.
that sounds right.
So it's called the Taiping Rebellion, is all of it. This small rebellion leads to the death of an estimated to 20 to 30 million people. It's not small. It's actually the largest civil war that has ever happened because of a man who believed that he was Jesus Christ's younger brother because of a dude from America felt the need to go proclaim to China.
Okay.
You guys want to guess what year this was?
2000 and
Come on.
no,
Last week,
1998.
right?
yeah, I'm thinking 1990s.
No, okay. It was 1850 to 1864.
That's my next
It
guess.
sounded too enticing to not say a date really close to us.
Yeah. Well, that's fairly close, though.
Yeah, it is still close.
I mean, 150 years?
Yeah, I mean, that's not long after our Civil War, and so we kind of focus as Americans on that history, so it's kind of wild to think right after that, the largest Civil War in history ever happened, 20 to 30 million people, and it literally could have been caused by one guy here who just felt the need to preach the word.
Okay, that's putting a lot of weight on that guy's shoulders.
Oh no, it is. It's nothing against him. He could
No.
never imagine what could have happened, and he did what I believe he did the right thing. Still, to be honest,
Right.
There's nothing he could have done. Honestly, besides him believing he's Jesus Christ, if he still saved that guy's soul,
Well, and that makes me think of all the old dudes that used to volunteer work when I was a kid. And it's exactly like what you were saying is what's popping through my head. All these old dudes that volunteered to help, and they're like, I can't do a lot. I'm going to drive a bus. Then I'm going to go pick up kids. I'm going to bring them to church. And then later on, like 20, 30 years later, that guy would pass away or still be around, just not doing that anymore. And there'd be this guy that come in who's like this great preacher who's like, yeah, just blessing everybody. And he's like, I remember this because so-and-so used to come and pick me up on a church van. And just talked about how it's because of his ministry and his love that he showed by sacrificing his time to come pick him up that reminded him of the love of Christ. But that was that one guy. That's a 15-passenger van. What about all those other kids, that went a different direction? And, yeah, it's...
That guy told me I smelled funny one day, so I never went back.
Yeah, I never went to church again.
I've actually started a nonprofit to keep people from going to church.
I run a bus to the churches to take them back home before it starts.
It does make me wonder, though, how long Edwin Stevens was alive and then how long it took for this revolution to happen to
After
where
that.
he knew that it, I guess I can try and...
Yeah, Wikipedia tells you
So
that right in front of you.
1864. So he,
1837.
this says that he, 1837. So no, it wouldn't have started yet.
What was that comedian singer who wrote a song called Chris Christ? He was Jesus.
Stephen Lynch?
Yeah, he was Jesus' little brother.
Yeah.
He made a whole song about it. Like, he's always getting all the credit for everything, but I'm Chris Christ. It was a really, don't look it up. It's a very bad song.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got a couple references in my head that I don't, like Monty Python did a really funny movie that I don't want to reference right now. Same
Joey's
kinda
not
thing.
here. We can get away with it.
No.
Okay, so speaking of people that think they're Jesus, so I work at a federal prison, and
Be careful.
yeah, no, just
HIPAA or HERPA or
it's
whatever
cool.
it's called.
I don't. It's fine because we have two guys that live in the same cell, and they both believe they're Jesus.
Okay.
But it's crazy because they haven't healed a single person that got beat up in there.
Ah. Well,
But
I
it's
mean,
funny that they both think they're Jesus and they live in the same room and like, hey, Jesus, how's it going, Jesus?
do they say Jesus or Jesus?
Jesus.
Okay. Are you sure they're not saying Jesus?
Jeez.
What's
No,
up, Big
it's-
Cheese?
Hey,
they
so
never
Chris
think they're
Chris
Jesus.
Jackson has a great point, bringing it back to Seth's comment. Chris Jackson says this happens when discipleship doesn't go along with salvation.
Ooh,
Yeah,
burn.
I mean that's true. Like the guy goes in, he says, "Hey," doesn't teach them anything. 20 million people die.
Yeah.
I don't
Could
know.
I add a little bit to this story about the death of our friend Hong here? So he didn't die to the army,
In the revolution.
like a sword itself. So basically, they started to get low on supplies from getting trapped in, and so he decided that they were going to eat the manna, which were just all the random weeds around, basically. So he basically poisoned himself and his family, essentially. And then, so basically, the rest of his followers went and buried his body in a yellow silk shroud. And so that was on June 1st. And then on July 30th, when the Queen forces, whatever, the dynasty finally took everything over and found where he was buried, they dug up his body, beheaded it, and then burned it.
Just to make sure.
So,
It's like, well, if he is Jesus, we got to really take care of this.
oh, then
don't
his
want that
ashes were blasted out of a cannon to ensure that his remains have no resting place.
So, I mean, how many million people were killed because of this guy?
20 to 30 million. We're not
Yeah.
exactly sure.
So that was the first don't drink the Kool-Aid incident, really.
Yeah. Steve Koresh and Marilyn Manson, not Marilyn Manson, but Charles Manson, they didn't have anything on this guy. This guy's
Thing was, he didn't even mean to do it and did
Probably.
a better job.
probably not, yeah. But, yeah, I guess technically it would have been a cult, yeah, if he got people to follow and
Yeah.
cause a
Eat
rebellion.
poisonous weeds. I mean,
Yeah. That's
Uh,
crazy.
I love a good poisonous weed.
Non-venomous, okay?
Yeah,
You gotta get the,
sorry.
you gotta get the strong strands. right.
Correct terms, all right? Well, that's good. That's nice. Was there any more to tag on to that?
No, I was just figured a
Just-
little bit of
Just a little
Chinese.
something to challenge
Yeah.
your
Just
ministry.
So what Seth's saying is, don't go out to witness to anybody
Yeah,
or 20
basically.
million people.
people might die.
Yeah, 20 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't
Specific
happen all
number.
the time, guys.
That's
Just-
why I
just
stay
saying,
at home
you know.
and just play with the kids.
Yeah, but isn't once too much?
know.
Isn't 20 million enough?
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm sure those 20 million people would have died by something else. Old age.
It's
I mean,
not.
they would have. Yes,
West
they
China.
definitely would.
In West China.
I guess an important thing to take from that is charisma isn't everything. You know, because like I've got charisma to go out and share the ministry, but you got to have your, like you said, disciples, or Chris
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
discipleship.
Chris said it.
You got to have a little bit of.
I'm just picturing
something
somebody
behind
like,
it.
man, I got all these people on board for this, but I forgot to actually look into anything, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I get this whole thing of going to school to become a minister thing now.
It makes sense.
To study a little bit and be like, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that back in the day when I read the Bible and thought, this means this. Yeah. Sorry, kids, the grown people out there now, you know. So we got another topic.
And say, sorry, kids. Speaking of Chris's comment,
Trying to think of some good music. Look at what Joey's got on here.
Oh, for Zach. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach's got a fun one.
A fun one. So I'm gonna play sad violin.
He's. It's like in memoriam of Joey.
All right.
Take it away, Zach.
Okay, so for my topic, we are going to discuss
Gonna
the
take a
bottom
deep dive.
5.
Sorry,
Best-
say it again. I was over
Okay.
talking you. My
All
bad.
right, don't do it again.
Sorry.
All right, bottom 5.
bottom.
Bottom 5 best movies that were better than the book.
Bottom 5 best movies that were better than the book.
Yep.
No.
Top 5 worst movies.
No.
No,
Bottom
bottom 5
bottom
Sorry,
5
I'm just messing
best,
with
Best
you.
movies.
I'm just messing
that
with
were
you.
better than the
But
book.
technically, yes. So it's the worst because it's the bottom of the top.
Just seemed like the best way to word it.
Yeah.
So,
are we going for good or not?
No, it's the worst. It's the bottom
Yeah,
of
it's
the
not-
best.
it's the bottom.
So it's
I
the
don't-
worst.
Bottom 5.
bottom 5 best movies that were better than the book.
Because everybody always says top 5. I got
Right.
I got the
It's too
top
easy.
5 this, top 5 that, top 10 this, blah blah blah. So he's doing the bottom 5 best movies that were better than the book. So start thinking of movies you watched and books you read. Who does that? And then think
I
of the
watched
ones that
those
were
picture books.
think of the ones that were at the bottom of the list that you wish you never see again or read again.
So who would like to throw a guess out there?
Yeah, he's got a list.
I got a list.
and we can throw out whatever we want to
Factual.
think of.
Very scientific.
Okay.
I'm going to say now this is coming from a true experience of Mice and Men. It was a book I was forced to read. Probably the only book I read in school, honestly, besides college. High school, middle school, they had a whole book reading program where you could read the book, take a test. They had like an actual standardized test that you would take to prove that you read the book.
Accelerated reader.
Yeah. Accelerated reading program. That's right. And then you passed so many tests in that time to show that you read those books, and then you got a grade for it or whatever. Of Mice and Men was the only book I read for that whole program, and I still passed it. But when I took the test, I
I'm
put it
pretty
off.
sure you're supposed to read like 25 too.
Yeah, well, I did. I passed 25 tests.
Kelly.
What did she say?
She believes that Joshua Williams.
I don't lie. That's my biggest flaw is I can't lie. But no, of Mice and Men, I took the test that day, and that night I watched the movie, and it was verbatim of the book. Like, it's like they just took the book and acted out the book. There was no adding or taking away. He petted the rabbits, and he told him about how he's going to pet the rabbits, and he shot him in the back of the head. Spoilers, sorry, if you've not read or watched Of Mice and Men. And I was like, man, I could have just watched this movie and passed that test without having to read that whole 73-page book. Is very small. Was not a big book. But yeah, I would say it was still better than the book, but I would still say it was at the bottom of the best movies that were better than books. That'll be my guess.
I got one.
Okay.
All right.
I gave you time. I was trying my best.
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web.
Remember that?
The cartoon or the real live action?
The real live action one.
Okay. So you're saying that was
The
better than the book.
The
Right.
movie was better than the book.
But it was
Probably
still-
true. Yeah.
But it was still at the bottom of the best
Right.
list. Like, it was still a crappy movie.
Exactly.
Because I remember the cartoon. I enjoyed the cartoon.
Yeah.
But I was a kid, and I liked cartoons. But the
Makes,
live action,
makes you cry.
you know.
Really?
Yeah, she dies.
Yeah, I know. It just
Yeah.
wasn't sad.
Oh, it's very sad. No,
I mean, it's a spider.
it's a spider.
Tell me, have you ever walked in and seen a dead Spider-Man? Like, oh,
I killed a
It's
spider
dead.
today. It was huge. It was like that big around.
Ew.
You should have let it
Monsters.
bite you and see if you could have been the
Like-
next Spider-Man.
We were playing, and Ben was like, "Oh my goodness, there's a giant spider." I was like, "Ben, calm." Oh my goodness, it is a giant spider. Yeah, like I killed it and had
Ben,
no
kill
remorse.
it.
Yeah. He's like, "What do you want me to do?"
Probably use
he's like,
Ben's
that
head.
spider's bigger than me.
I was like, "Ben, it took the fly swatter away. I can't."
Oh, no.
Okay, dude, I was gonna say that. Honestly, it was gonna be the first movie I said. It honestly was.
Better than the book.
So somewhere,
was
Joe
gonna be
is
the-
screaming
it's gonna
out
be
right
the
now.
first
He's
movie
not
I
listening to
said.
the podcast or anything. Just instinctively, he's going, no.
We should have said Joey said.
Yeah.
well, depending on which version of the book, it can
Oh,
be a difficult read.
What was it? Fahrenheit 451. Not
Yeah.
like the book at all.
Ashley, yeah, I don't know that I've either seen either of
sometimes-
those or the Divergent series. I don't.
Oh, yeah,
Sometimes books
Divergence.
aren't good, so changing it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one with? I'm not even going to get into
The
that. I
Great
was getting ready to bring
Gatsby.
up. What was the guy who made all those Christian movies like Fireproof and the Notebook?
Oh, the guy from the sitcom. What's
Yeah,
his name?
yeah, yeah.
He has like 45 kids.
Oh, Kirk Cameron.
Kirk
Yeah,
Cameron.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to start bringing up his stuff. What was that? Love Note or something like that? he
The
did?
Love Dare.
The Love
Was that-
Dare.
was
Yeah.
that it? Yeah.
I don't think he did the Notebook.
That was the Love Dare.
Oh, okay.
But it was in a notebook when you wrote
Same
love
thing.
stuff down. Yeah. Ipso facto.
So, any other guesses?
The Great Gatsby.
The Great
Great
Gatsby. So you're going to say that that's better than the book, but it's also at the bottom of the list.
That's
Like it's a
Leonardo
bad movie.
DiCaprio.
I know. but
There's
I was
no
not-
way that was better than the book. Sorry, Leo.
He's not
If
won
you're
any
watching.
awards. He's won like one
Yeah.
award in his whole career.
I mean, he did wrestle that bear to stop climate change in that one movie. So.
That was a good movie.
The movie Holes.
Holes. Ooh.
Leo. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Shia
because
La-
you take a good story and put
Shia
Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
You gotta, yeah, Shia LaBeouf. You gotta say it with the French accent.
Okay, so the list I was able to find.
All right, now go slowly. Let's go through these.
Okay, Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory. That's it. Wait, is that like the top of the bottom?
They're in no particular order.
Oh, okay.
It's just
okay.
like a generalized
Blades of
list.
Glory. All right, that's the one with Will Ferrell and John Hader. Or
Yeah, I mean, it was
not John Hader.
Kind of a rough movie, but
Napoleon Dynamite.
definitely better than the
It
book.
was John Hader.
Is his name John Hader?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
John
yeah.
Trumpman.
Okay. Napoleon Dynamite. Is, yeah. Shawshank Redemption. Ooh, good job, Chris Jackson. I'm going to disagree with that. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Shawshank's a tremendous movie.
Yeah.
That's when Christopher knew.
I'm
He
guessing
was
it's
wrong.
probably better than the book, though.
Oh, yeah, but it is
You
better
didn't
than
have
the
to
book.
read it.
But you don't want that at the bottom
Well,
of
it
the
takes
base list.
about just as long to read the book as it probably does to watch the
To
movie.
watch the movie.
And then they always play Green Mile and and Shawshank right back to back.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have 17 hours to watch these two movies. Like,
I wonder what the year
Why not
difference
take on
is.
all the Godfathers after that, too?
What's your number 4?
So we got Spider-Man 3.
Oh, hated that
Because
movie.
comics count as books.
Yeah, hey, I got up and walked out of that movie. It's the only movie I've ever gotten up and walked out
Yeah,
of.
it's pretty bad.
Oh no, I take that back.
At what point did you walk out?
When
Yeah,
the
February.
butler comes in and says, "That was your father's blades from his glider that killed him." Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Where have you been all of this movie?" And there is no point for you to come in at this point. And plus, Topher Grace really sucked as Venom.
Preach.
It was all leading up to that, and when the butler came out, I was like, "It was your father's blades that struck him from his glider," and it's like, "Wait, huh? No, you don't know. That's not going to change the entire plot of the movie, and now he's going to help Spider-Man. No, he's insane. He's going to fight." Anyway, I walked out, but I take that back. It was the second movie I've ever walked out of because we walked out of Cat in the Hat when I was in Bible college because we were so offended that they let little kids make vulgar conversation and like grabbing their crotches and stuff. And yeah, we're like, "This is preposterous." And me and my girlfriend at the time walked out of a movie theater because of Cat in the Hat was too perverted. 'Cause,
Please tell
like-
me you asked for a refund.
Oh, I did not ask for a refund, but I did go outside and protest. saying,
There are children watching this.
"This is horrible." And then I looked back on it
Josh
and
was the
like,
first Karen.
Yeah. And then I led a little Asian guy to
Your mom's
believe
Karen.
that he was the brother of Jesus. It was all started with a Cat in the Hat movie with
Oh
Mike Myers. Anyway, what is your third one?
The third one is Space Jam 2.
Ooh,
There was a movie or a book.
probably.
Yeah, somewhere.
A screenplay's
I mean-
a book, right?
What? I mean, to his point, horrible movie. Definitely at the
haven't
bottom.
If we're
watched-
calling Space Jam 1 like the book,
I mean, it's up on the list though. It's
No,
good.
like they had to write it down on paper before they
so
made
they
the
read
movie.
it. So technically, it's kind of a book. Paperback. It's a book.
You haven't
I don't
figured
know
out.
if that's
I made these up 20 minutes ago.
This is why. Hey, your wife.
Huh?
Who's the guy in the red? That's Zach's wife. Hey, Emily, and she's on YouTube. Hey, we got a YouTube listener.
There you go.
Thanks, Emily.
Seems like a dork.
Correct.
Yeah, there we are.
So, and the last, this is probably like
The bottom-
worst. Yeah,
the bottom of the
worst
bottom.
the worst. Lord of the Rings, The Twin Towers.
Lord of the Rings: The Twin Towers. So you're saying it was better than the book,
Yeah, better than
but
the book
definitely
by
the
far.
worst
the
movie.
Terrible
Two
movie,
Towers.
No, the Twin Towers.
This is why
That's
we
what it's
want.
called, right? I'm pretty sure.
This is why we wanted Joey here. So that he
it's
could.
Two Towers.
No, it's definitely twin.
That's just because we're in America.
Touche.
There were two of them. Twins.
And that's Zach's. That's Zach's bottom. bottom 5 best movies that are better than the books.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can't say it once.
I can't even think it.
I disagree. All of the Lord of the Rings books are better than the movies. Thank you.
I think.
But yeah.
I agree.
I think-
agree
I
with
think just
Ashley.
about everybody
I don't
would
know
say
that
that.
I'd ever say that, but I agree with Ashley.
Like I wanted to say like Game of Thrones, but everybody would say that the books are better. Same with like.
Well, I was going to go with that. but
50
that was
Shades
a-
of Grey.
Oh my goodness, Joe, come back, Joe.
That's all the topics we've got, right?
Yeah.
Let's bless somebody.
It definitely is now.
Let's make it worse and bless somebody.
Play the video.
Do not play the video.
Podbless your
Might
heart.
as well at this point full send.
Read off who we're talking about blessing this week,
All
Brett.
right, let me get it up here.
All right.
Brett's topic.
This is my
Yeah, this is his topic. He was very
Oh,
adamant
boy.
about us talking about this tonight.
So the headline says DC Club apologizes after body of dead rapper seemed to be propped on stage.
DC Club apologizes
They apologize for their actions.
after body of dead rapper seemed to be propped up on stage.
Yeah.
So they didn't know it was happening? I don't know. Go ahead and read the article and see what they say.
So a Washington, D.C. nightclub apologized Monday after video showed what appeared to be the body of a dead rapper on stage during a funeral event,
Okay.
which is not that far off. Like, you go to visitations, right?
Yeah.
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 In a statement, Bliss nightclub said it never was.
Wait.
It was
Bliss-
never
Bliss.
made.
Wait, Bliss? That sounds like
Bliss.
a strip club. Not-
Gentlemen's Club.
Okay. It's a nightclub. We'll go with that. All right.
Where a
Nightclub.
gentleman has
It's not a
never
strip
entered.
club. Where is it?
The rebranding. This was the rebranding event.
We're not an adult club. We're a
It should be
nightclub.
Bliss nightclub and funeral services.
Oh,
Yes.
good call.
Um,
And Sons.
And a trap.
Bliss and Sons.
There you go. Bliss and Sons.
They
Great,
said
Jonathan Bliss.
they were never made aware of what would transpire during a $40. So they charged guests $40 to get in,
I don't mean to laugh. It is a death. I apologize.
and
It's
it
what
was,
he wanted.
and they called it the final show for Markel Morrow, known as Gunu.
Sure.
Gunu.
Gunu.
Yes, that's the correct pronunciation.
Thank you, Zachary.
Thanks. He was only 24, but he was fatally shot in a parking lot in District Heights, Maryland, last month. And his killing remains unsolved.
Last month. Okay.
Oh, dang. So
Yeah.
he's been sitting around, which
They waited a minute.
with Corona and stuff like that, they have been pushing back a lot of
yeah,
memorials.
that happens sometimes. Yeah.
But wait, the body had to smell.
Well, no, they not chloroform.
Embalmed.
Embalm. Yeah.
They
it
just put them in the
preserves.
freezer.
Yeah, my bad.
They
Well, they do
chloroformed
that
it.
too. So it's
They bought some really expensive cologne.
so anyway, But
Hold on,
yeah.
there's
Yes.
more.
Oh, there's
They had a
more.
shower.
But wait.
Yeah,
But
there's
wait,
more.
It goes on.
In a statement, Bliss
Not for
said
this
it had
guy.
been contacted by local funeral home and asked to rent out its venue for the homegoing celebration Sunday. The club offered a sincere apology to all of those who may have been upset or offended. If you want to go check the video out, you can do that. Just Google.
NBC. It's NBC News. That's not even like a sketchy site.
Yeah.
It's like NBC News.
You can watch it on TMZ.
Oh, there you go. I
little
refuse.
sketchy.
Of course you can.
But we're not going to show it.
Yeah,
So-
no, you
Josh
do-
doesn't support them.
No, I don't. Yeah, they support. Never mind. I'm just being silly. Sorry, Noah, you're not here. Weekend at Bernie's, aka Bliss. Thanks, Kel. So no, what I was bringing up about this. Now, this is going off, not off topic, but off this brand of this. This is a thing now. Apparently, I got into a TikTok thread of people that this is what they signed up for. They're like, "Hey, when I die, I want to be propped up on a table." And what was it Noah said, like Alan Jackson? Prop me up. And that's not Alan Jackson, by the way. He didn't sing that song. Prop me up beside
correct.
the jukebox when I die. I think it was one of those older guys that nobody knows their name anymore. But yeah, they want to be set up at a table with like sunglasses on, holding a drink so that they can have a last like party and people can come up and take a picture with the dead body propped up, just like this has happened here, except this sounds like this was unofficial and they just did it without like a lot of approval from the city or something. But apparently you can talk to the funeral home and have that happen. Probably not in the Bible Belt, I'm assuming, because people take stuff so serious that way. But yeah, that's a big thing now. You can have yourself propped up so people can take pictures with you as opposed to looking at you in a casket. Yeah.
Oh, now we have
Oh.
Yeah, so
Now we have
plans.
so Zach, what are your plans?
So I have a few. Put a lot of thought into this. One,
Thanks,
have you ever
Emily.
heard of a body pod?
Yeah.
They like encase your body into this pod and put soil and stuff down in it, and then like a tree grows out.
Okay.
by
Yeah, I've heard of
absorbing your
that.
Nutrients.
They
Yep.
basically compress you down and
So-
put you in a giant egg that's
Yeah.
biodegradable.
So I thought like you could do that, and then my great grandkids can put a tree house there
Yeah, that's
on
Pawpaw
a
tree.
corpse. And
Well, not
then
so much your corpse, but what
I
grew
will be
from
in
your
that tree.
corpse. Yeah. You're the Pawpaw
another
tree.
option would be to be taxidermied,
Yeah.
and before I die, record like me saying some stuff,
Yeah.
and have a little voice box put in, and have like them replace one of my eyes with one of those little sensors.
Get
and,
up in
like,
that mic a little bit.
Put me in a mannequin in a store, or just like somewhere where
Like a
somebody
greeter at Walmart.
Yeah. And then when people walk by, I'll just say some voices will come out, and they'll be like, "Is that real or not?" So
Like
those
a-
are a few options.
Like a wax museum.
Yeah, except
Chuck E.
at
Cheese.
Walmart.
Real.
Like
Okay.
the
Except
rat
at
at
Walmart.
Yeah, the
Okay.
rat at Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah.
but it's you at Walmart.
Right. Those are a few options.
You just say, "Welcome to Walmart."
Please don't steal.
Him
Please
said,
no
I just
shoplifting."
hope I die first.
I'm
That's what she
watching
wanted to do with it.
I understand, Emily.
Yeah.
Because I'm stealing this idea, Kelly, just so you know.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is it's kind of disturbing, but you know that brings me into like a conspiracy theory that people don't talk about enough. That like it is a law that you have to be put into a vault, which a vault is a casing that goes around your casket to protect it once it's buried in the ground. And I don't know why that's a law. I guess in case there was like foul play and they want to dig your body up later to have any kind of proof of what they found on that body. You don't turn to dust anymore, like the Bible says. Like the Bible says.
And even crazier, they won't let you taxidermy a human.
Well, okay. So anyway,
I think that video proves that wrong, though. Right?
that's true. Yeah, that was pretty much taxidermy.
Are we sure he? Never mind. Are we sure he was dead?
So
Maybe
Well,
he
we
just
aren't-
made a.
it's on
maybe
NBC, so
maybe he just was looking for a couple extra bucks.
Yeah,
so
$40
isn't
a
it?
head.
Is
Well, he
it
did make it
Joseph
on this
Stalin
massive
that's
platform.
preserved in like perfect form in Russia somewhere? Like
Who?
the body of Joseph Stalin.
Mummified.
We
kinda
just
deal?
talked about that a couple weeks ago. Me and Joe. and
Walt
somebody
Disney, bro.
else. Walt Disney, maybe.
Yeah,
His,
So-
his head's in a frozen container.
I-
They said.
Yeah, I saw it on Futurama.
I agree with you, though, Josh. Like, I think it's dumb. Like, I think
Yeah.
that like it's dumb that like like all those corpses are being put to waste on literally fertilizing the ground like that.
And you
like,
can't use
even,
that piece
like,
of
you know,
ground
like-
anymore. Like that, once that person's buried there, that's a graveyard, and that plot of land is not being able to be used for anything productive.
Like I think the vault also has to do with like trying to help with like grave robbers and stuff like that. But like, dude, like one, I'm
not-
dead. I don't care what happens to my body.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And then two, like if you're dumb enough to bury me with expensive stuff, then like you probably deserve to have it. Like they can have it. Like it is if they went through that work, they can have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I disagree with the whole vault situation, but I don't know enough about it. If you know anything out there and want to write into us about why vaults are important or why bodies should be, because it's a law. I mean, it's a law that you have to be buried in a vault unless you're cremated.
It's a scientific fact.
It's a scientific fact. But sorry, I got to stop quoting movies like that. I get too intense about it. But Kelly, why are you awake right now? Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just a weird situation that I don't agree with. But let's get back to the point, I guess, of. Oh, you got something? You
I
both
do.
found something
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
real
time
quick.
right here.
You got it. or
Well,
you
let's
want me
hear
to-
it.
You go ahead.
Okay, so a burial vault is used so the casket doesn't get crushed by the weight of the earth above it.
What have we
And-
been doing for like 300 years before that?
And heavy maintenance equipment that will pass
Not
over
caring.
it doesn't squish it. That's what it
What
says.
heavy maintenance equipment
Heavy
drives over graves?
maintenance equipment.
They like
Backhoes to dig out
Yeah.
other graves?
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
That
maybe
sounds
maybe
kind of
large.
ridiculous. That's a
lawnmowers?
ridiculous. Just put it on top and let it fall through the bottom.
To the name of
Let it rot out and turn back to earth. It's completely sealed.
I like this is at the end. It also helps prevent the ground from settling, which helps resist water and protects the beauty of the cemetery or memorial garden. Like,
I like how you read that.
I always heard him talk about,
Why?
well, we got to let the ground settle. I thought that was what we needed to happen.
why I don't need pretty.
Oh, what'd she say?
Emily
Graveyards.
said something there. Well, I don't know that, but I know that skull and crossbones meant the bodies were deceased.
disease.
Oh, diseased, and not to dig them up. Oh, a jolly pirate, like what the pirates used to, the skull with the crossbones.
Yeah.
So that used to say, "Don't dig this body up because it's
Well,
diseased."
that makes sense because, you know, they would
There
also,
you go.
Oh my.
See what I'm
goodness.
talking about?
Well, this is what Kelly.
Kelly just
posted.
sent this, yeah.
So then I
Dude.
found it and then I.
Her and I guess I don't know if I showed that to her, but yeah, there's a whole thing on ABC News
Oh,
where
I
they
wanna
talk
make
about
some fake
all these
ones of
people that
these so
die
bad.
and they prop them up to have
It was a party.
a
though.
drink with them. Yeah, they're all parties. There's a whole bunch of them. There was a guy on a motorcycle.
I thought it was going to show
Yeah.
one of them like catching a football and then
I was literally
Don't-
gonna say
don't
like,
look at that.
have me
That's-
propped up in my Mustang. On
Look,
like
there
a
they are. Here's the
drag strip.
picture. Here's the pictures of people being propped up. They paid to have this happen so people could have one nice picture with them.
Which one's the dead one?
Well, the one in the pink was before that. The guy with the hood on is in this one
Okay.
because that lady's actually hugging the other lady.
Oh,
that guy
I
is
thought
dead.
that was the pose.
The guy on the motorcycle is dead.
Jelly, if he dies, then he's gonna be like fighting a bear.
Oh, that would be
Do
kind
you
of
know
cool.
he's
though.
gonna be on his motorcycle pose like that? We're gonna have to have a fresh bass sitting there so his body can be holding a bass. Like he's gonna have to, yeah.
Or
He
him
just sent
fighting
us
a
his-
bass.
He
I
just
think
sent
we
us
have a
picture.
topic for next week. How do you want your
Ooh,
pose? What do you want your pose
what
to be?
pose?
right
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
us. All right, let's jump back over to who do we think should be blessed in this situation of the one guy that we were talking about that was propped up on a pole at the Bliss nightclub that they're apologizing for now.
Dude, I want to Podbless Bliss. Like they're just trying. This is what this dude wanted. Like somebody asked to do this.
And
like
they're like, you know what, we're fine with that.
like, and they're like, well, okay, if you guys want to do that, if that's what that dude wanted,
wonder-
yeah, what do we care?
I wonder if the $40 cover pay went to the family or to Bliss because it was $40 a head for
I
everybody
think
to
it
get
was
in.
just to get into the club because they were like, well, we don't want to spend the money to rent out the whole thing.
I mean, they did have to play all the music and the lights were on. They got to pay the electric bills, I guess. You know.
I mean, it's a normal night. Yeah, like what?
Yeah, but wouldn't the funeral home be paying for that? Because they contacted them about using the nightclub.
To rent it.
Yeah.
Somebody, we'll have to find that
Yeah,
out.
did
They
it,
might have
didn't it
told
say
him-
private
Private venue.
private celebration? I think it did. So maybe.
Anyway,
maybe
it's
not.
probably just a guy named Steve.
So
that's
you
like, I can make some money this way.
Say, do you want to
If
guess?
it was a private celebration, then I want to Podbless all the family members that were dumb enough to pay
Pay
$40
$40
to come to a
Please,
funeral.
They might have got a.
My funeral's not worth $40, and it better not be to anybody.
I want to pod bless the guy who showed up and he's like, oh man, I only got $39. And then he missed out on the whole thing.
His friend, his
All for
best
a
friend.
dollar. Maybe not.
Sorry,
Somebody that
Jeff.
spent all of his money paying for other things for the funeral, and he's like, I only have 39 left in my name. I guess I can't get in.
I like the way you think.
The bouncer at the door was only letting the attractive people into the.
Sorry, you got to
Lady
go to the
girl.
back of the
Man,
line.
you had some ugly friends.
You discriminating? Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna have my body in a club, but girls get in free.
Do we want to bless our first nightclub? We'll
Yeah.
bless Bliss. That's like a tongue.
For a funeral though, not for anything else that they probably done.
Yeah, we don't want to bless them for any of that. I guess.
Hey, they may have did weddings too.
But
We don't know.
but remember, when you bless somebody's heart, it's because you feel sorry for them.
Let me just point out that there are no windows in the front of that.
That's how nightclubs work, Brad.
Look at that big title. There's
Really?
such a
I
big.
didn't see the picture at first, and I was like, "How do you know that?"
I've never been to a nightclub, and I know that
Had
nightclubs
windows?
don't have windows.
Okay. It happens after dark, I guess. I don't
Well,
know.
you don't want people to realize how dark and late it is. That's the whole point.
I mean, that could probably qualify as like public nudity too if there were windows. So
Everyone for blessing the nightclub Bliss.
Yep.
Sure.
Nightclub Bliss.
bless them.
Oh, turn
I
that
gotta do
head
it
again.
again.
yeah.
God bless your heart, sweetie.
There we go. We got through another one without Joey.
Ladies.
We proved we could do it. The nightclub for sure. Thank you, Emily. Ladies' night.
Chris
Oh,
Jackson
geez.
said earlier, though, that Joe will never miss another podcast night again. Probably true.
He's missed like 4 in a row.
I'm just picturing like it's 2 towers, not twin towers. my dad must be watching. He texts me. It actually is 2 towers.
Did your dad really?
Yeah. He's like, I read him, and I was texting
He's
back.
like-
Like, no, I'm just messing with somebody. He's like, oh, okay. It worked on me too.
Rick's over here. I don't want people to know I'm watching this, so I'm texting you privately.
Joey
It
threw his
is-
phone up against the wall.
That's the
That's
reason
why
he
he
can't
didn't say
comment.
anything.
He was probably trying to log into the account on his Facebook to try and end the stream himself.
He can't remember his passwords. He's just sitting there going, "Oh no!"
Hey Josh, what's the password to?
Yeah, he always asks me. Yeah. Oh,
Next thing we know, we're going to see him propped up somewhere at one of these funeral things because this episode actually killed him.
Yeah. Heart attack.
oh man. Is every heart clear? Zach, when we end the show, we all say our names. You've heard it before, so you'll be at the bottom end of it. Jenna, you can be in it too. But we all clear. We good?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Josh.
I'm Seth.
I'm Brett.
I'm Brad.
I'm Zach.
I'm Jenna.
That's
And-
right, I'm Jenna. And this is Podbless. There we go. We got through another one, you know? I don't know that we always need Joe.
No, like Chris said, he's just going to be propped up in our next episode. That'd be the perfect place for him.
R.I.P. Joe.
Put him behind Brett over there where Jenna's sitting. Put him in that chair even. Well, that'll be Joey's chair.